To say we live in a society where freedom of speech exists would be true according to a technical standpoint, but it could not be more incorrect when analyzed closely. Humans worldwide are subconsciously and verbally brainwashed to think or act in a certain way to make them feel like they belong. The people that do try and share unpopular thoughts and ideas are left pushed to the side or forgotten about because they didn't say or do what society likes. It is clear that liberty is truly unattainable and identity is lost in a modern society due to self-censorship and over-allocated attention to unimportant topics by media outlets. Take for example the story of this recently graduated journalist, who is very passionate in writing about the pressing issue of climate change and how the world could fix it.
Man, life is great. I just graduated, don't need this anymore. Can't wait to start my career as a journalist and write my Save the World blog. People are gonna love it.
So full of life, passionate, and loving his career. Matt still has his voice and is proud. But can it last? Media throughout recent history has dominated the way people acquire information, especially regarding modern news. Gabrielle Mistral was an author who struggled with this very much back in the early 1900s. Through her writing, she felt the need to inform the public correctly and persuade them that peace was attainable. It was an admirable cause, and she was in no way wrong for talking about it. Her bosses, however, didn't like that at all, so they solved the problem by getting rid of it. Not only did they not publish her articles about peace, but some even went as far as firing her. She goes on to explain why they so badly don't want to talk about peace. The big lie creates silenced and therefore desperate people. It is merely entertainment for bored readers. Media outlets such as Mistral's newspaper would rather tell lies than tell the truth in order to create something entertaining for bored, desperate readers. This is still a problem today. I wonder if Matt has had any luck after publishing his first few articles about saving the world. Let's check up on him.
Man, it's been a month and only a couple hundred people are reading my blog. I think more people would care about saving the world. I mean, I guess I'll just have to keep writing and hopefully things get better.
Matt's identity is still intact and he doesn't lose hope. He keeps writing about his passion about environmentally saving the earth. To his surprise, he soon gets a visit from the boss at AZ Magazine, his favorite magazine. Let's listen to what the boss tells Matt about a huge opportunity.
I wonder who that is.
Condie?
Yeah?
You have a way with words, sir.
Oh,
From A to Z Magazine.
no way. I love that magazine.
Then I have an offer you can't refuse. If you can average 1,000 viewers a week for an entire month on your blog, I'll offer you a job.
Oh my god, that's a huge opportunity. Thank you, sir. I won't let you down.
This is a huge opportunity for Matt, but he's very nervous about if he can get 1,000 weekly viewers, considering right now he only gets maybe 1,000 every month. Matt keeps publishing Earth-friendly articles for about a week and only finishes the week with a couple hundred. The boss isn't going to be too happy about this one. Let's hear what he has to say.
Man, only 100 viewers this week? I needed 1,000. Man, I need that job. No, now the boss is calling.
Is this Matthew Condie?
Yeah?
Sir, if you want to work for A to Z Magazine, you better start getting serious. Start writing about what the people want, none of this saving the earth bullshit.
I'm sorry, sir, I'm trying.
Matt is put into a difficult situation on whether to keep writing his earth-friendly blogs and keep his liberty with his voice, or write about what sells. This job could be his big break. A real-world example of something similar to this is Bo Burnham, who currently is an entertainer who got big off the video platform YouTube. He would make funny, comedic songs that allowed him to get many subscribers. He began to be noticed by companies who wanted to sign him and send him on tour. He ended up doing a successful comedy tour and decides for his next one that he wants to put a little more of his own thoughts about current social issues in there. His managers hate this and demand him to have more kid-friendly comedy and develop more of a social media presence. They try telling him no cussing anymore, no talking about his own thoughts, and that they would be doing what was best for his career. Just like Mistral, they threatened his career by termination of his contract, just because he wanted to share with people what he wanted to say, rather than what they wanted him to say. This causes unneeded attention to go to unimportant or falsely talked about topics. This kind of reminds me of what Matt is going through. Let's check up on him. I wonder if he's staying strong and not losing sight of his identity.
Man, so boss wanted me to write about what the people want to see. Guess they don't want to see this. I'm just gonna have to publish this article that I wrote about Kim K. Because this is what the people want to see. Man, what am I doing as a journalist? I need some sleep.
Looks like Matt decided to try an article for once that's a little different than his Earth-friendly blogs. He instantly regrets it when he posts it, and he just wants to get some rest. Let's see what happens the next day.
What time is it?
Matt, you did it!
What did I do?
Your article on the Kardashians was an instant hit. It got over 10,000 views last night.
What, really?
Yeah, if you could keep writing stuff like that, I'll give you the job right now.
But I want to write about the Earth.
That stuff doesn't sell and you know it.
Is there any way you can have the job and do that?
Either write about this stuff and get the job, or you don't.
I guess I'll do it.
I knew you could.
Thank you, sir.
And just like that, a voice was lost. Matt lost his liberty of voice and his true identity of writing about Earth. This happens everywhere around the world. Passionate voices just saying and writing what the majority wants to hear. Today, the attention given to subjects that don't matter typically happens on social media. Bo Burnham is very passionate about the detrimental effects social media is having on our generation and their minds. It is constantly showing us ads and trending posts that show specific things and make us think in certain ways. We aren't necessarily always being blinded by one topic, but rather we all constantly post certain things and act certain ways online to take attention away from things that are actually important, as we hope to get likes or retweets from each other. He says this powerful statement about social media. Social media is just the market's answer to a generation that demanded to perform. So the market said, here, perform. Perform everything to each other, all the time for no reason. It's prison. It's horrific. It's performer and audience melded together. What do we want more than to lie in our bed at the end of the day and just watch our life as a satisfied audience member? I know very little about anything, but what I do know is that if you can live your life without an audience, you should do it. We try and believe we are free and have liberty, but we are caged animals stuck trying to impress each other. This goes hand in hand with the fact that since so many people are distracted talking about the same topics, the people who still have their own thoughts give in to the majority, just like we saw with Matt. They just want to feel like they belong, which causes even the independent thinkers to often lose their liberty and identity when it comes to thought.